Hey everybody, it's me, Pam, Dragon Moon Creations. Welcome back to my channel. I've been making some little covers for these pads. These are darker gold than what they're selling at Dollar Tree now. These were actually a pack of 5, and I've made 3 of them out of this pack. Well, actually, I've made more than that because I had an extra. I won the blue one. Let me show you what I've been doing. Didn't have it with me, of course. I have... these are Halloween pads that I had gotten whenever AC Moore was still in business. And I've used out of this one, the Vintage Halloween. It's a really cool paper pad. And it is very vintagey Halloween. And I had that one, and I didn't make out of this pad, didn't make these out of this pad, but the Dark Shadows was really cool too. And I remember these as being really affordable paper pads. They were like $3.50 or something. And then used some of these papers, the Autumn Splendor, and I think I used some out of this one called Harvest. And I was trying to figure out ways to use these paper pads. So what I've done is, now let's put that one on top. I've picked a page out of this. I've cut it to size, but I'm making these. I'm covering these pads right here, and I'm covering it with it. This was the first one I made. And I'm just lining the inside because I'm just using the paper, not doubling it or anything. So I'm putting craft cardstock in there and putting a little sticker on the inside. And then you can use this. I use twine. I just wrap it around the spine, and then I just used this that you get at Dollar Tree for $1.25 a roll. Made that one and this one. Only I used this paper. This one I got my craft cardstock a little short, but you know, I don't really care. And then this one, and then I made this one, and I put that inside of it. Anyway, I'm making those, and I just want to just get on here and maybe just show you how I did it. Of course, you measure the pad. I'm going to sit down. I don't know if I'm going to be in frame. And then I had been using front and back, and I realized I could probably use a different paper for the back. You could even make the back craft, but I just took cut a little piece out of my 12 by 12 Happy Haunting paper, and that's going to be the back of it. This is going to be the liner for the inside. This is 3 5/8 by about 5 1/8. 5 1/16 is real close, and 5 is just right on it, because one of these I actually did at 5, I think. It might have been this one. It was just real close. I mean, it's still okay, but it was real close, front and back. So, anyway, let's get started. I do score this. Now, I did one way and one the other. One, I did the back, or I'll show you what it did. This is cut. I'll have to cut this one once I'm done scoring. That's what I've been doing. I score it 1/2 inch, because that's going to be where the back sticks on. And then 1/4, or 1/2 inch and 3/4. I score it 3/4 to give it that 1/4 inch little spine there. Okay. And then what I do is I take it over to my cutter, and I measure from the score line over 3 5/8. So I'm going to do that now. Oops, I forgot. I know what I did. See? I do it and then I forget what I've done. I go ahead and fold it on that so I can lay that so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now I'm going to go and put that on the 3 5/8 and cut it. Okay, 3 5/8. And then you have that little piece left over. And I've got a little pile of them right there. You don't need the scoreboard anymore. And then I just go ahead and fold it at that other score line. I don't want to crease it too hard. But, and then there I have that. And that is where that's going to fit in right there. Just like that. And then I take my Distress ink and the Vintage Photo, and I just go ahead and go around all the edges. And I go around the inside ones too. Let's see if I'm still recording. I am. Okay. I don't know why I do that, but I do. And then I go ahead and do the fold, and where the scores are, and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the inside too. Doesn't hurt to have some little ink on the inside. Even though I'm gonna line it, I want that. Okay. And then the back I do the same way. I go ahead and don't need to do the inside of that one, but go ahead and, but I don't like the white edges. I never like the white edges. I remember when I was doing the Halloween cards for the kids last year, I even inked the edges on those because I couldn't stand the white edges. Okay. Then you want that to the outside. So what you're going to do is you're just going to bring this in. It doesn't look too bad. And I've just been using wet glue. And this is the wet glue that I got from it's Nicole, so from AC Moore. So I need to use it. I've just been using wet glue. And that thing's got a top on it that will not come off. So I just go ahead and just put some wet glue in here. And don't really have to use a whole lot. And then, man, that goes back on there really tough too. And then take it. I want my little triangles facing up, so there we go. And then just, you know the drill, don't go over the fold line. Just like that. Looks like I've cut pretty good this time. Sometimes I just don't get it quite right, but this is like a one-off, Don't want to spend too much time on it because this is going to get used up, and then because I glue it to the back, so it's not like it's going to be another one could be slipped in there. Okay. In the back. Okay. And then I go ahead and glue the inside front. I don't know, this has got a weird fold, and I have to like run it over the edge of my desk. So I go ahead and do this one. Again, can't get the lid off. I sat back here yesterday and I did a lot. I did those 4 yesterday that I made, and I also altered some mini composition books. So let's do that. Find my top, put it on, and then put this down. Like I said, if it's not quite exact, it's not a big deal. Just don't go over your fold line. There we go. Got lucky with that one. I've had a few of them that were just like, what was I thinking when I was measuring? That was what those measurements were like. It's like, what in the world? And sometimes it looks like it's just not going to stick or lay down, but it does eventually. And if it hangs over, I've just been trimming it off. That's hanging over a little bit. I'll probably kind of trim that off a little bit, but because, that's the OCD in me, but I just got finished saying that's a one-off, so I shouldn't worry about it. I don't even know if I'm going to. No, I don't think I'm going to. Okay, so that'll lay down like that. And then I found these at Dollar Tree. This one's purple white. This one's like a reddish maroon white. This one's green and white, and this is brown and white. And then I did have some of these where you get them at Dollar Tree, and there's little rolls that I've been using, depending on what I want it to look like. And this one's kind of dark, so I think I may go ahead and use the brown one on this. And I think I used this one before. I did. And I used quite a bit of it. There is 20 yards on this. And I don't glue this in any way. I just do like this. And I kind of just hold it right here, and then I just wrap it. One. Hold it again. Two. Hold it again. It'll make 3 on the inside, but only 2 on the outside. And then I bring this out here like this and cut it like that. Tighten it up try to tighten it up pretty good. It's not like it's a journal or anything. And then what I do is I do this. I run that underneath this side for some reason. Don't ask me why. Oops. And it's like it'll help hold it or something. And then I run this one in from the other side. Okay, and then I'll tighten it all back up again. Tighten it all back up again. Of course, when I'm doing it for you guys, it's not going to turn. And then I run one under here. I don't know why I do that, but I just do. You can wind it as much as you want. It just doesn't not really matter. Okay, now, okay. And then I go like this. And then I try to hold my finger down there. I hope I'm in frame. Oops. Didn't hold it on there very well, did I? This is probably the part that takes the longest. Okay, there. Then I just overhand knot it. And then I just knot it again, and I cut those off. Cut those off. Alrighty, like that. And slide it over there where it's supposed to be. And then I just take this and I put glue. Ouch. I just put the glue right on the back, the cardboard backing. I just run it around like this. Do this. I have to kind of stand up for this one. I don't know why. And then I just stick it on there like that. That's about right. And just kind of hold it down. Bit of glue. Got a little bit too much towards the edge. Good thing about these, like I said, they're a one-off, and you don't have to be too picky about it. Now this, I do like this. I hold this here so I can measure how much of this I need, kinda. And then I get my ink out, and I ink this one, and I ink this, so it's not so bright. You can tell I've been using this a lot. It's kind of tone it down a little. I think that's about the right length. Yeah. Get this little thing out and cut it right about there. And then, now if you wanted to, you could score on this side and have your back cover come around and make the spine, and then you wouldn't have this. I did that on one of them. I think it was the very first one. See, it's nice and smooth back here, and that the joint where they join up is right there, and this one is on the back like this. So that's what you can do that. Okay, and then I just go ahead and use the same glue that I used, and I just kind of, you can use whatever kind of glue you want. This seems to be working just fine. Plain old ordinary. It is a tacky glue. I wouldn't advise like Elmer's school glue or anything. It's a little bit runnier. And then I do this one like this. And then I just try to get mine right up there to the edge, because this stuff has a tendency for some reason to like bow in the middle. And say, all right, like that. And then I take my scissors and I trim off the excess on the end like that. And there you have it. Cute little, twine wrap spine. And what I would do is I'd go in here and I'd just take an appropriate sticker and just stick it down this corner. You could decorate the inside with pattern paper if you really want to use up all of your like 6x6. Like I said, I was trying to use some of the. I will never use this up. Never say never, but hopefully I'll live that long. And that I got this one in here just a little bit crooked. I'm trying not to sweat it, but I can't even stand a crooked picture on the wall. And it's cute. It's got the little twine in here, and there you go. See? And I do like that paper. Paper's cute. So like I said, I just been making a bunch of them. This was my first one. This was my second one. This was my third one, and this was my fourth one. So there you go. Lots of those little things, and I'm going to make another one. Probably make one more Halloween. So I'll have 3 Halloween, 3 fall. Let me show you the other thing that I worked on was the get those near so you can see. Was the mini composition. And of course these are a little bit different and they take a little bit longer, but this one came out of the this book, The Dark Shadows, and I did the front and back, and I did the same method with that it's cloth lace. It's not, Clooney's a type of lace, but it's kind of the same thing. It's cloth, it's not nylon. And I inked the edges of the pages, but I didn't do anything on the insides. But I did that one. I did spiders, and I had that little black lace there. Okay, and I did the witch. And these all came out of this one, I believe. The witches. And then I did 2 of the fall, which came out of this book, The Harvest. And then that one. So that's what I've been doing. Making little covered books. Yeah. Because I had this stuff. I had a bunch of these. I still have a bunch of these. I don't have them in the right color. I'd like to find some white ones and do some Christmas. Okay, well, that's my little share. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.